Okay, this is the weekly charts of four different things. Got some forex in here. I got at least four forexes. And then we have the NASDAQ on the lower right panel. Upper right panel is gold. I hope you're not buying gold. At 2281. So this is gold's reaction to the end of the world. Not too impressive. Hey, by the way, measured move. I'm calling a harmonic pattern here. We've got a measured move, a wave completion. Totally symmetrical. I would definitely be selling all the gold I have. I'm almost ready to cash in my gold tooth here. Looking at this pattern, you can just textbook, take this, add it to the highest close within those two numbers, extend that forward at the same trajectory. I think everybody knows what this looks like, a fucking Andrews pitchfork. We've all seen this shit. You won't see this much, and if we break that, does that mean we keep going? Now, I have seen that happen, actually, in real life, especially in the yen, where it breaks and just keeps going, and you're like, shit. I guess that does happen sometimes. Like NASDAQ here. If you sold here, look like I get this cute little candlestick pattern, which is the ultimate, right? Small range, small body, indecision. We've heard that a million times. Doji, right? There's only three patterns: the doji, the insanely bullish, the insanely bearish. Now the trick is to decide which candlesticks you want to trade. Now the weeklies, you got all fucking week to get in. There's no excuse for you not being able to trade the weekly charts because you said, well, I don't know, I kind of missed the open or the close. So if you have the balls to get in on a Friday, which, don't recommend if you have a margin situation where the broker's going to not honor, like if it goes against you, the market goes against you, some brokers will just go, oh, well, I guess you just blew up your account, where some brokers would just say, okay, well, but you don't want to hold a giant position, even with a tight stop, because they would just blow through that stop. But if you ask yourself, well, how much do you want to risk per day? It doesn't have to be one ticket. When I started day trading, maybe two contracts would be the max, only because that's how much margin I had. I couldn't do more than two contracts because the margin requirement was too high. So the problem, the bottleneck was inflexibility. But if you could trade 100 tickets or 20 tickets, you got a chance at it, right? If you can have at least 20 items that you can float, because some things are going to get broken and some things are going to be worth more than other things. It turns out that thing's worth more than the other thing, you didn't even know it, right? Because things change and things are worth more all of a sudden. But if you're a trader, you just care about the fluctuation. If you're if you're able to sell, right? Now stock, you can't short that unless you have margin. But you could buy stock all day and be an investor and be completely okay 5 years from now because you bought good shit and you never sold it. You bought stuff that fundamentally made sense. Maybe not the sell research on the trying to breed the latest buffoon that they selected. Can you imagine breeding that piece of shit? Oops, Hunter's stuff. So we got, oops, hey, boy, that lab was onto some crazy shit they were doing in there. Oh, I didn't even know. Fuck. Yeah, I'm going to call doji on that one. I don't know which way that one's going to go. Yeah, everything's a fucking doji, right? But in these markets, if you can pick a zone and scale into a position, you can either scale in on the clock, whatever the end of the week, the end of the hour. And so if you're going to go against the market, the obvious trade is to just sell a big ass up candle. Try to scalp some of that because it's not going to turn around and go your way forever. It's going to still have to do 80% of the shuffling of the deck before it makes a run. So the deck shuffling is really the brutality of trading, because unless you have a trade plan for that, you're just like, really? Okay, so I guess we're going to retest here again. Like, I don't know if you've ever traded, but if you're in these trades and you're in really big, you know, and you're just like, and that was in the euro, and I'm like, what is going on with this chart? And I'm like, oh, there's a holiday in Europe. And there's nobody trading it. So it's not even like, oh, the spread is so wide. You're like, oh, I forgot about that bullshit holiday. Oh my God, like, I'm not taking a holiday. I'm sitting here with my crack pipe waiting for another tick to come in. This isn't right. So that was disappointing. But here we are with the NASDAQ punching into psycho highs. I marked off the danger zone to go long. But like, these things are just so exaggerated, I believe, because of apparently the market finally caught up to how fucked up the world is, maybe. So because when you take out the high here at the end of the year on the Bitcoin, if you're buying it up here, like, dude, good luck. I wish you all the luck in the world, because you're talking about a market that could come back about $15,000 to the breakout of the high of the year. It could also go, if you try to short it here, right, maybe it goes up to like 120. But yeah, that's probably going to happen. But don't tell me that you're holding Bitcoin from $20 and you bought $1 million. I mean, I don't know the guy. Who's that guy that's still in this fucking trade? Yeah, I got, let's see, I'm like that Blankman guy. They're kind of looking at me going, how could you have so many fucking, it's a problem. Why do you have so many Bitcoins? I don't know. Like, I found a wallet. I was at a dump site. I heard about this computer some guy dumped, and I'm like, oh, that's worth looking for. Son of a bitch. Climbed through so much shit. So much garbage for that. I deserve that fucking shit. Okay, right? Anyways. So oil broke out. I don't know if I ever published the video I made about oil, but I said oil looks like it's about to pop through this window. So I marked it off. And we are above that box. And actually, if you look at this top tick Tommy, or this shelf here, wow, I'd be getting out of my oil. I would have already sold the Bitcoin. Beautiful doji here on the weekly. And I would have been short this thing. Anything above this, I'm short. I'm like psycho short. Gold, total fucking Sellville in the most exquisite geometric bullshit. You know, gold, let's face it, there's a lot of motherfuckers on the gold train. Look at this beautiful triangle breakout. But like I said, after we took out the high here last year, the pullback was to buy this rectangle. Anything below there, it didn't even close below there. Now, if you do a line chart, I'll switch to the line chart. So the line chart is the ultimate in simplicity. And I heard a guy talking about, well, the candlesticks. Yeah, the candlesticks have 4 pieces of information, but, you know, it's just too much fucking information. This is what the kids say. This is TFI, whatever the fuck. Yeah. So we go to that line chart. It's old school here, and because you're gonna miss all those wick trades. But this is the classical view. And even this is telling you, sell this fucking thing, right? What are you, nuts? But it doesn't really work out the weekly does work out, I think, because the Bitcoin just keeps trading, and it does filter out that problem if you're strict about everything matchy here. So look at this double top on Bitcoin, or look, not double top, but you head and shoulders bullshit, right? Shoulder there in the head. I gotta flip to my chart here. I'm getting on the Euro train here for this retrace at a few minutes after. As soon as it takes off here, I gotta flip to this chart. But this line chart is just, wow. Look at all this ranging here, all this bullshit. It just can't get out of the box. Now, this is the trade that I hate to be in. Oh, that's the 4 hours. Sorry, it's total. Fuck that up. That's the weekly. I'm like, God, look at this choppy fucking thing. So here's the, oh, fuck. Here, let me, I guess I have to load a template over just to delete those objects. Then I might delete thing up. So let's put this template in, and then we'll just, wait, that's not it. Fuck. Anyways, we're stuck with that. So that's it's got the pip grid on it. That's the only difference. All right, that's the weekly. I think I'm too zoomed out. There, that's better. All right, so but it's 100 pips there. See, that's a crazy ass move, right? Now, when you're looking at these closing prices, you can see this triangle jumps out. Gold just seems to have enough congestion here. And the cool thing is I've still got the highs and lows marked on that vacuum fill indicator. And I don't know why it stopped painting here, but it should be painting new highs way the fuck up like this right now. I don't know why it's not. Actually, would have cleared this out. It would have blown these out, but I don't know what happened there. The indicator just died. It couldn't handle it. And here's the lows that we know do exist. And it dipped into the box, and it did break that blue line. So you would have got filled here on your wicks, but you really can't see that trade. But if you're going to do the old, as it starts to get quiet, you're going to build a long position, hopefully every pullback. So you're always buying down. I'm always going to buy down. Even if you're a contrarian, the trend trader wants to buy every down, every pullback, right? And you could be cashing out of something here because it's anything above here is people are selling. So it's always zigging and zagging. But is it perfect? Is this double top gonna become a bottom? Probably not. Here, I gotta go jump on some more of this fucking euro. It's taking off on me. I'm trying to chase it here through this double bottom on the weekly. Once again, but I've been range trading this thing because 80% of the market's ranging, so I had to accept that punishment. It's just choppy, very choppy. And the closing prices here, you just don't see the horror of the market here. You're down to one piece of data, kind of like the ticker tape. Just watching the shit come in, go, oh gee, that's wow, that's an interesting price. Weren't we just at that price last year? Yeah, we were. Well, what was wrong with the price we were at? Why did we go up and down? I just don't get it. I still to this day, I'm like, dude, what was wrong with the price over here? And all of a sudden, it's like turning around like on a dime, going the other way, and you're just like, well, I don't get it. Like, I thought you guys liked that. When the news came out, the market went up, and then all of a sudden, what's going down now? What the fuck? You guys like buyer's remorse? Yeah, I guess so. We don't like it so much no more. Yeah, we're not into it. We were into it. Not anymore. No. And then when the news comes out bad, or there's there's an earthquake tonight, and I don't really see it on the chart out of Japan, but sometimes, when that first happened, the yen just lost its mind. And these are over-the-counter markets at forex, so you're kind of fucked there. Yep. So you can mark that up to being totally fucked over. Back to the line chart. So weekly charts. Now, it's tough to look at this if you've never looked at it. Here's one of those things where on closing prices, I typically, although I'm never a seller, typically, it's just too difficult psychologically to figure out. To flip your whole trade plan upside down, too. It's never pleasant, but, it definitely works out. But if you're going to buy, if you were a seller and you said, well, I'm going to sell every close above this price and this price, I'm going to sell, and I'll sell even into this box, too. I assume my 5-period moving average says we're going down, and I'm going to sell every rally, by the way, also, so I'm just going to sell because it's fucking up. But the fact that it's trapped up in here, so to speak, like this is the breakout, well, if it's a breakout, 80% of breakouts are fake outs, so it's probably going to rip back here and stop these fuckers. We don't really see what happens here because we're missing the indicator just stopped painting. I guess it expired. I didn't make my payments. Okay. I'm just got there. I said it. I missed a payment. I'm like, dude, really? You gotta pay for the indicator yeah. And then it stops painting after that. It stops painting. What do you mean? Like it's a painter? Like a painter? Like how? Funny, like a clown? Yeah. So we're gonna go back to the this poor situation, and it's gonna be the world for me is gonna always be probably a 4-hour chart. I want to take a look at the now the context. The problem with this line chart that I wanted to fix, and I haven't been able to get around to it, is it's missing a dot for the close. So I don't know actually how long it's taking to make these lines. So that's a problem because I want to get the rhythm right. And the candlesticks give me a bar at a time. Like I can tell you how many months, how many weeks went by. So I can't tell you that with the with those line charts. So that's fucked. So we'll go back to the candles. And then I want to go to the monthly and talk about how I guess this must be a product of the election. I can't really, I know fundamental people would totally agree, but I'm not into fundamentals, so I'm torn. I'm kind of like, yeah, shit happens. Plus, when gold and Bitcoin went up, actually Bitcoin led the way for gold. I mean, it definitely was ahead of it, wasn't it? Like, look at the breakout there. It's definitely damn close. Like you actually made a new high in gold, and you form a triangle, and then you see this kind of pull back and go sideways in the Bitcoin. All right, so I'm talking about this here. You got this wedge here, and you got this congestion. You could say wedge if you want to take into consideration those highs, but and the oil kind of has to break out, because if it takes oil to dig gold, then it's going to, or maybe that's why gold's going up, because it costs more to dig oil. It's everything, right? Because typically this is, and this is a new high for the year, but it's not like that summer remember last summer when everybody lost their mind? And then I was like, yeah, we're probably going to tank. And then we got below this floor, and I'm like, yeah, that's the buyer's window. This is like, and here it was pretty damn cheap, and then forget about it. And we just, first we did that rally, and I was doing this on the line chart, but you remember, so hard up, I'm selling that candle. And it closed up there at the end of the week. And it opens up like bullish. Okay, that's even better. Like, so definitely would add to that position, but I wouldn't want to hold it over the weekend. So that opening candle, yeah, you kind of got to get on the train here. You're short. I think everybody's short. If they were building a position below this, all this bullshit, yeah, as soon as it popped above here, they're getting the fuck out. Like, you'd have to be nuts not to, wouldn't you? Just have to be out of your fucking mind. Or just like the worst range trader that ever lived. Like, you're just not doing what you should be doing for that trade. And if you're going to join the short train, it's your chance to get on the short train. I mean, it's the most extreme ass candles or opportunities. I mean, that's just kind of, can you afford it though, right? If you take that to the yen and you say, well, I buy this hard, 1 week down hard, 1 week down here. Here's 5 buys. And I'm buying more because it's below this wick. The close below that wick, close below this wick. I'm like, holy shit, this is like, I'm telling everybody I know, buy as much of this as you can. This is insane. And it pays, all the way to here. If you consider this to be your worst entry, well, fucking, hey, if you could hold on, you made 100 pips. If you could hold on through this 1,000 pip sell-off, you can tell everybody, well, dude, even this is a winner. I had no stop on that whole thing. The whole account was at risk, That's what you're doing on this trade. But maybe you just want to be the guy that buys this pullback. Maybe this is some 618, maybe. I don't know, from here to here to here. Who knows? And you buy this fucking in one week, you're down 300 pips. Okay, let's buy. I just paid 200 pips. Thank you very much. Wow, 100 pips stop. How many trades you ever going to see like that in your life? Never. I say never. You never saw it. There's no 300 pips sell-off that makes 200 pips. Is there? Just like that one? I think it's like snowflakes. I think people are fooling themselves in this pattern recognition shit. Look at this sell-off. So hard in the dollar versus Swiss. Dollar versus yen just pounding. They both get, the dollar just get obliterated here. And I used to look at this stuff and say, yeah, so double bottom down here. No double bottom here, single bottom. Why is that? Oh, maybe it's just slight discrepancy between the dollar, Swiss, dollar, yen. And what's with the pound over here, man? These people are confused. Look at just choppy shit for fucking months on end. These people lose their mind. That's 2 months of this shit. And maybe you went short here on this doji, and you're like, man, look at this fucking trade. Did you really, you really sat in there for a month and a half, and then, oh yeah, and then we bought down here. No, dude, what about this? This is so crazy. This one candle, that's just a gold mine. That means that this thing sat here for this long doing this shit. And look at this, is a gold mine for a range trader. Once again, 80%, 20. I'm going to say this is still 80% of garbage here. We're still garbaged out. Maybe it's going to run like this. How long will it go sideways in Garbageville? And that's really this is Garbageville here, sideways. Yeah, you tell me it's going up. I'm like, dude, this is the most painful uptrend. Oh, this is a nice pace. I want to be in this trade. Like, who doesn't? But see, this trade's a little scary. Like, this reversal is so harsh that you're like, can I trust this trend? It's so fast. It's like, oh, she likes me? Like, she wants to go, you want to go see me again? Oh my God. Okay, so Oh, you want to meet at the police station? All right, I'm in. So look at this. Down, up. Wow. I mean, what the fuck? Where's the trend? Is that a trend? Was there a trend? Did I miss it? I think I did. Oh, downtrend, uptrend. Is that a trend? Not according to the trend. Trend's this shit. Oh, it's uptrend here. I mean, you lose your mind. Look at some of the candles on here. Look at this doji. I don't think people realize how vicious the yen is. Like, hey, listen, you want some drama? Trade the yen. Okay, this is a 1 week doji consisting of a 250 pip wick. You're like, what the fuck was that? Look at this wick. Look at this hammer. Bing. You'd think it would go up like after that. You'd be like, yeah, I guess we're just retesting. Got a hammer. It looks like a bullish hammer. Fuck, it's in an uptrend. Don't forget. Really? Even on the long-term trend, I'm using all my... Dude, you think I just started that? I got 5. I got every fucking... It's the rainbow moving averages. I got everyone. I'm using Fibonacci, though. I have 5, right? 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89. I got every moving average, and then I got in between just in case. And then I have different styles, linear weighted. I got the fucking front-loaded, smooth, simple, exponential. I got every moving average. Dude, you can't lose with this system I built. I was talking to No Nonsense the other day. I was out, I was like, him and I are chummy now, right? We made up. No, he didn't. But, like this guy, yeah, hey man, check out these charts. Can I show? Listen, I got to have you sign a non-disclosure agreement before I show you my moving average. Really? Yeah, a lot of people have fainted. In fact, it's actually liability insurance because when you see my moving average, you're just going to faint. Are you ready to faint? Yeah, this chart's fucked up. I just realized something. I'm not paying attention. I don't trade the Bitcoin. But I stretched this out. This is not really where everything else is set to, so it's not fair. I don't want one guy to get ahead of the other one here. It's a quality and pricing. Wait. Oh, this is fucked up because of the nature of the market. There's probably too many holidays in there or something. What the fuck? Yeah, the offset on this is going to be... I don't know why that's fucked up. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. But it's something about the way these things, what time of day they trade. But who is buying gold? Who is the moron buying gold? Please, you don't have to say who you are. Look at the monthly. Are you kidding me? Yeah, buy gold, man. Fucking how long you think this is gonna last? Dude, before you get all giddy about this trade, remember when you bought here? Then the other time you called me up, you said, dude, I just bought the breakout gold. Oh, which one? This one? Okay. Let me guess, you bought here. You damn straight up bought there right after it broke out. It's confirmation. And I said to you, well, and it came down here and you said that you were ready to kill yourself. And then I said, don't worry. You'll buy more when it breaks out here. I know you want confirmation, so you bought here. Yeah, I did. I bought extra. And then when it came down here, you killed your wife, and then you killed the rest of your family. You're not supposed to say that on YouTube. So I watched a lot of videos. And the new thing is they say that he was unalived or something. I have to say that he unblew up his account. But seriously, I mean, what is going on out there? Like you can't say I've heard them bleep out like even the word dead or even like dying, or how about I got an owie. How about I got a boo boo boo? What's fucking next? Is this? Are you guys kidding? Is this just virtue signaling? Yeah, like this is like suicide rights day. All my friends that have to return themselves to the store, to the soul store, that they So this is something that really does happen. People do check out themselves, right? They early check out. Now I got nothing against that. It's not a cowardly thing at all. If you can do that, man, I'm in. But seriously, isn't that kind of extreme? Wouldn't you rather trade gold a little longer, have a little more endurance? Like here, get a margin account and short it up here. It's not over for you in the gold trade. You don't chase this market. You're not that kind of person. Oh yeah, they trapped you up here, but look, this one worked out. Remember you bought this breakout? Come on, don't be so cruel. Remember you bought this breakout? You said, yeah, but it didn't close up there, so you didn't take it. Well, none of these closed up there either, but this one did close above, right? This is the true confirmation breakout. No, so we can't really draw a line in the sand here on the wicks, but we could draw a line on close. So if you wanted to start to really force a trade or get yourself in bigger earlier, I think you want to be buying the like if it closes above the close, right? This is why the close is so cool, because it does matter. It's a pivot. It's a place for the market to pivot. And if you bought above close here, right, I got you that. But then you could buy anytime it closes. If you're a breakout guy, which I can't imagine this trade, but I know this is some stuff people are doing. Personally, I just can't even imagine this trade. But if you said, I just buy closes above, every time it closes above here, I figure, well, it must be bullish, right? Because look how powerful the bulls are. So it closed above here. I bought this one. I bought that one. I bought that one. I bought that one. I bought, I didn't buy these, but what about this one and this one and this one? You're doing pretty good right now. Like, you're so fucking long on this shit. Like, you're not buying this breakout here, I hope. Seriously, come on. Eventually you graduate to, it's tanking? Buy more. It's very hard to step in front of this train again after you just got smashed. So that's why trading's nearly impossible for a human not to flinch a little bit. I mean, I guess you just lean into it. You steer into the turn. You steer into the wall, because now there's no way to there's ways to soothe yourself from the pain, I suppose. Punching bag and heroin or something. But, it's inevitable. That's why people are seeking the AI and the robot, because it takes the edge off the decision. I wouldn't want to have to make a decision on every little thing. My car does have automatic transmission. I'd prefer to shift it myself, but oh well. I don't agree with some of the decisions the transmission makes. I was surprised that at low speed, I guess trying to save gas, but if you go like 40 miles an hour, if you get to 40 miles an hour with barely hitting the throttle, you're never going to see a low gear. It's just going to be like cruise control at 25 miles an hour. It's just unbelievable. I would never do that to an engine, but I get it, because if you're actually in gear in a manual transmission, if you let off the throttle, it's immediately affecting the engine. Whereas an automatic transmission, you let off the throttle, it's pretty passive. It's not really that traumatic on the engine. So in a ways, it's easier on the engine, I suppose. I guess I'm being rough on the car for the manual transmission. I guess that's being kind of rough. I don't want to be too rough on the car. On the engine, that automatic transmission saving the engine a little bit of punishment, especially if you punch it hard, right? It's not going to drop the clutch accidentally and slip, and then you got to worry about the fact you got to get the new clutch now. But yeah, the trading the market is definitely the challenge psychologically. because you have to be ready to be the biggest loser for a certain period of time to endure the sideways trading, because you're not going to see your targets right away there, right? So you have to have a little bit of thick skin. And I guess the way to get over some of this stuff is people diversify. They trade multiple things. They specialize in a certain kind of pattern, a certain kind of, oh gosh, people looking at those commitment to trader bullshit stuff, which I could never do. But I mean, if this is what's giving you the, or even the harmonic pattern shit, right? Like looking at a dragonfly and saying, oh, well, this dragonfly is going to make me about $500,000. Honey, have you seen my cipher patterns? No, I haven't. Well, this shit's I really shouldn't even show it to you, but I guess I will this time. But these things make a lot of fucking money. Yeah, what you got to do is you got to set them on the chart. I use the crab pattern because I'm usually pretty bitchy. So I prefer that one, and it works on certain things. It doesn't always work on the euro dollar though, so you gotta be careful there. Yeah, that's what I heard. Be very careful. I don't want to use my patterns up either. But in all the mysticism and all the, and it is so, people do want to put a formula on top of the market to smooth it out and to make it make sense. Like, make this make sense. And then when you accept that it's just really, it's all about volatility and pricing over time, and that the market can rip up and down for no apparent reason. And even if you had the perfect indicator, the market would just destroy it. In other words, it would have to be so adaptive that it would just be the market anyways in the end. Right? You can't just take it and make it into a perfect picture. So it's a real fucking mess. And it's never going to come back to a form that it's ever had before, really. I don't. Maybe it has. I don't know, but I don't think so. I mean, if you look at the chart here, you could say, "Oh, this is kind of like." Yeah, it's kind of like it, but it's not that. I think these are pretty unique prices for gold. At least this is going back to 2009. The monthly chart. Let me zoom out. Let's see if we got the whole history here. It's pretty amazing that it was $2.75 an ounce in 2000. Here you go. So down here you're at $3.75 an ounce. Now, if you look at this chart, you'd have to be out of your fucking mind to buy gold up here, wouldn't you? Some people are gonna do it, man. I tell you, people are gonna fucking chase this thing to $2,500 an ounce. Then what? Well, then probably trace sideways between 2,500 and $2,000 till you die. But why would you fucking care? It's so weird because the true drama on here has yet to been ever taken over. Oh, this is a pretty spectacular month, but I'm saying this is a breakout. That's like, when do we break out past the all-time high here? And certainly this was psychotic, right? This 1 month up, and a little bit of follow-through on the wick. But this is probably the breakout of all breakouts. This triangle here, it rips so hard that when it does come back here, people are like, holy shit, let's get on this train. And yeah, maybe this is the big breakout here. I can't see back far enough. But this must be it. Yeah, this is because we don't have the $800. We're missing this is not. Okay, it was $800 an ounce to the left here. We just don't have the data. That's why this is so insane low. don't forget, we were at 800 an ounce in 1975 back here. And then it was $35 an ounce below here, really far back from here. So it's just this recent craziness. This just must have been a brutal 8 years for people. But what an accumulation phase to be able to accumulate gold under $1,200 an ounce here. This is hopefully when the banks were buying. The idea that the banks have been buying up here, wow. Gee, I'm not impressed. If you had told me the banks were buying here, I'd be like, nice. You're going to buy that trap down there? Took out the low of the previous year, and you bought in there? That's some fucking smart money entry there, buddy. But the banks are buying gold up. Another bank blunder. The banks kind of got overextended on gold. I guess they're afraid that the end of the world was coming. Oh, Jesus. Bankers. What a bunch of fucking morons. The banks. Well, the banker guys, the guys that, aren't they just the Silicon Bank? Yeah, all their fucking virtue signaling, tree hugging bullshit, suicide loans. There, I said it. Yeah, remember the bankers were jumping off buildings? Does everybody not remember this shit? Oh, every day a banker's jumping off a building. Yeah, every day. It's amazing. Like, what was going on? We never found out. I don't know. I guess being a banker is rougher than I thought. It certainly is, son. What's that tell you about banking? Just stay home and invest in gold like Uncle Jimmy. Look at him. He's driving a new car. Oh, did he sell his gold bars to buy the new car? Well, he did, but he was in that gold trade. I mean, this is the other question. Do you just pass these gold bars on to your kids, or do you cash them in for a nice night out of town with your favorite hooker, your favorite 900 number girl? Maybe, what are you doing later? Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of busy, but I guess if you really want to come over. Well, let's take a look at that zoom out in that monthly, man. I got to get the big picture here. Let's take a look at the big picture. Yeah, a top-down trader, that's what I do. Yeah, you see me, I'm looking at the monthly charts. Oh, wait. A couple of years he'll be getting in this trade. Just sit tight, Sonny. What are you, a scalper? Relax. You're just being detained. Relax. Not under arrest. Gold. Look at this oil market. Well, that thing's really just boring as fuck. Well, maybe it does break out and take this out. Who knows? Moreover, who cares? Just give me my fucking 4-hour chart and let me... But it is amusing to look at these fucking monthlies because they are just astoundingly insane. Look at this British pound. What happened to this thing? Holy fuck, Brexit. Because this thing spun out so fucking hard, man. What happened? I missed it. I was, really wasn't watching the pound last year. Is this a bad data? What happened here? We fell into this hole. Good Lord, that... Was it really a 106? Fuck, I should have ordered some British gear. What the fuck? You just had to jump on that trade, right? Yeah, last year you could... 2 years ago this time. No, this is almost a year and a half ago. That thing's been through that ringer. Is Soros coming after the pound again? He's like, yeah, you better fucking simmer down or we're going to pillage your forex market. Oh, gee, thanks, George. I can't say his name either. I usually don't get any tags when so when I post a video now, they scan through it and they go, oh, you're okay. Checked out okay. Looks like you're with the program. You're saying all the proper things and proper phrases. We appreciate that, it's one thing to taunt the algorithms, but you seem to be going along with the program quite well. You get extra points in your credit score. In fact, your credit score just went. Yeah, I notice every time I do a video like that and post it, I know my credit score goes up. I'm like, damn, fucking Equifax is hooked right into the fucking YouTube now. Love that shit. Thank you very much. Yeah, thanks for saying Elvis is dead. Yeah, that's right. He is. I don't believe every conspiracy, but I tell you, it's hard not to. Look at this. I can't understand what's going on. The story of the yen, are they just going to print more money than Jesus? The yen is toying with oblivion here. Like the vacuum above. Does the dollar just... I'm ready to start buying some Japanese girls. When are they coming across the border? My question is, honestly, are they not adorable? Well, when are they coming across the border? I hate to sound like I like Japanese girls, but I'm not going to refuse them at the border. Instant amnesty for Asian girls. Like, come on, besides... the way they're treating them in the universities, all those Poindexters with the fucking, they know everything, right? They got everything down. They know everything. Oh, the formulas. They eat formulas for dinner and shit. They do math. They do calculus just to when they get their bill, when they tip, they use a formula. I don't know what's happened to the world. But it's kind of like stabilizing now. I think that the pressure's relieved. I feel safer now. I knew there was something brewing. Look at this Bitcoin. Are these people out of their fucking mind? What a sell. Oh my God. You've been trapped up here in Top Tick Tommyville again? Oh, please. Oh, God. It's like a cat up a tree. Oh, really? This cat's a real genius. Up in the tree again. Oh, thanks. I'm calling the fire truck with the fire hose. It'll blast you out of the fucking tree. It'll learn you. Last time you ever pulled that stunt. Is that your thing now? You climb up trees, huh? Yeah, well, it seemed too curious. But yeah, the dollar is kicking ass on the yen. But the gold's kicking dollar's ass. I guess we should be looking up the yen and the gold in yens. What's that gonna be? It's gonna be off the charts, that one. And the same thing with the NASDAQ. It's trapped up in this high. This is just, you gotta be nuts to be buying up here. I'm just saying, man. Like, if you're an investor in NASDAQ, you have to be the dumbest person on the planet right now. Like, it's pathetic. Okay, maybe it goes up a little bit more, but seriously? Like, really? You think that, oh, I'm bullish. Yeah, the moving averages are pointing up. What, are you retarded? Dude, you ever heard of trend trading? Come on, man. Even Biden knows how to trend trade, and he doesn't even know what day it is. It's like, yeah, what's up trend you buy? Stupid, buy pullbacks. Well, this isn't a pullback, is it, though? That actually defeats... you can't even say that about the trend trade. Would this be the pullback? Well, yeah, just pull back on the monthly, dude. Get in. Fucking A, look at this. Pullback is all pullback you need. Well, you put it like that, I guess. Okay, let's go. I'm ready to go, man. Let's jump on the train. Yeah, that's a great idea. Oh, boy. You know, the weekly chart will make you double think that idea. You're like, oh, look at the weekly chart. You're like, wait a second. You mean, I should be buying this rally? Look at this sell-off. What happened here, people? Oh, my God. What obliteration. Oof. Ouch. Oh, yeah. I think there's something out of China. We brewing up out of China there. It seemed that, you know what? The NASDAQ didn't take it too bad. They're like, shit, we made that thing. Dude, we designed the drugs for that fucking thing. We got some shitty-ass drugs we want to bring on the market. Don't mind if I do. You mean I don't need to... No, you don't need a license for that shit. Some emergency going on. Come on, get your arm out. Zap, zap, zap. Oh, that's the only thing supporting this, you know, as the crude oil goes through the floor. crude oil goes to zero. You gotta love it. Oof. I took it on the chin. And I hate when that happens. I know there's not a lot of pandemics going. I'll trade that breakout to the downside. What happened? Well, we went short about right here, like as soon as it closed below. You know how you are. You're a breakout trader, right? Yeah, broke out. So what do? I just did what you did. I sold right here. As soon as it closed below here, I go, dude, it's in a downtrend. It's confirmed. Oh, gee, that didn't work out. And then it was supposed to sell off here. It did. Came back to that floor and sold off, but then ripped your face off. Oh boy. Oof. Ouch. And then it trapped above that. And you said that was a breakout. I should buy. I did say that, but it didn't break out on close, so I didn't take that trade. Oh God. Yeah, this looks like it's just milling around. It's really about for us, it's about the price of gasoline, which means the refinery. It's not the crude oil. That's not the problem. It's the fucking refineries. You got all the crude oil you want. You just can't take it to your car. Oh well, we'll have to wait for that one. Okay, that's the end of my rant. I'm done complaining for the day. Actually, I'll be complaining into the night. You just won't hear about it. I'll talk to myself, either in my head or explicitly into the atmosphere. I'll just be like, yeah, that's fucked up. It is amazing that we're all still alive here to experience the complete chaos of stupidity. I think this chart actually is a testament to government intervention upon a natural artifact, a natural resource of the planet. Like, is this market really even going? Can it go anywhere? It's just like one giant range of hell, all the way from 142 a gallon to supposedly $4, $10. So you got you're like in the middle. You know, you're in the middle of the road here. That's fair enough. We just got to get those refineries kicked up. I think everybody should build a refinery. So you got to make it legal again, you know? You got to make refining good again. And then everybody go back to their muscle cars and get rid of these. I saw a couple Teslas today. One was one in front of me, and then one got on the highway in front of me. So I had two Teslas in front of me. And I thought, am I in danger? Probably getting a bunch of micro debris, I guess they put out. The tires are shredding in front of me. Yeah, it's like a special animal. It only comes out when the temperatures aren't too hot or aren't too cold. It's like a Goldilocks car. It's just right. Right. It's just, I don't know. People have their toys. I mean, I have an acoustic guitar. It's my version of an electric car. Hey, just strum it. You know, really, it's maybe a little more phosphorus bronze floating around the air, though, than the electric guitar is a little more, what do they call it? Not renewable, sustainable. Yeah, when I use my sustain pedal, it's very sustainable. Actually, that's how I was able to get the carbon footprint discount on my guitar, by hitting the sustain button more and kind of like, well, it's sustainable. My definition is sustainable. Oh, okay, your definition, okay. As a penalty for lying about your carbon footprint. Oh yeah, it's a huge fine. They're starting to enforce that one now too. So they're going to go after anybody that has any type of indiscretions, slight as they may be. The machine needs money, and since we've taxed you to death everywhere else, and you're still alive, I guess you're going to be That's the problem with being alive. You know, I envy this. I envy the dead in this sense. Talk about freedom. Wow. Nobody to tax you or try to sell you something. I called around for car insurance, and I can't go to these insurance people. They keep asking me about a car I never bought. How's your Mazda 6? I go, I wouldn't know. You've been calling me for 3 years about a car I never bought. Oh, that's great, thanks. Probably there is somebody who bought it in my name. I don't know about it yet. You know, identity theft's a real thing. But I think we're safe, right? We're safe for a while. We can sit back and enjoy the tranquility this summer. I'm sure it's going to get hot out. That's my prediction. It gets very hot out, and people die from the heat. And it's a big climate terror, you know. And fireballs are going to be coming out of the sky. So it'll be a terrifying summer, and it'll be a dark winter. It'll be one of those ice ages coming. And it's going to be huge swings in the, it's going to climate, not change, climate swing. Climate swing. So it's going to be like minus 500. That's going to be plus 500. And people are going to be like, yeah, that's climate change, all right. Now you're talking. You know, if we could get some of that shit going this summer, I'd be like, yeah, I agree with you, man. You tree huggers you're dead on. Yeah. And of course, what's Bitcoin going to be going for? Because you can't run. It's probably Bitcoin would be worth $1 zillion because you can't turn on your computers no more because the place is on fire. The computer would overheat. So let's be careful, everybody. And you know, stay tight. It's going to be really. I swear to God, I hope you're not buying gold or Bitcoin. But people do it. I mean, they're going to be doing it. I'm going to hear one of my friends. I'm going to give it about 2 more weeks, and somebody's going to come up to me and say, "Hey, you know what I did?" Let me guess. And they're going to tell me they bought either the Bitcoin or the gold. I'll be like, good for you, man. You know, it's like we need a couple people out there for cell signals. Thank you for the cell signal. Now I can really load the wagon on this trade. I was waiting for my final. You know those people that have that system. They say it's like a jury. They treat it like it's a case, like a trial, and well, the evidence is in. That's the last piece of evidence I need. Oh yeah, the smoking gun. That's right. It's still got smoke coming out of it. Thank you very much. But I don't know. I mean, even if you do sell it, even if you shorted it, like how much you gonna do on that one? I think the hardest thing is going to have the patience to wait for the pullback or wait for it to get cheaper. If you really do think it's going up more. But I just wouldn't waste my time. It's so stupid. I'd rather trade NASDAQ on the 1 minute chart. I mean, at least you could make, you could day trade that. But seriously, who wants to wait like half a lifetime for wait 10 years or 5 years or even 5 months for some trade to happen? You know, like, dude, I don't even know if I'm gonna even see the market even, like, is it really, am I gonna really wait for this setup? Be honest with yourself for once in your life. Yeah, I don't think so. And you can read all the books, you know, because you've seen these patterns in the books and you're thinking, man, that is an exquisite pattern. Like I said, that gold pattern right now, that is the best, the most obvious pattern I've ever seen. And not to mention your all-time highs, but be careful. Don't short that on margin or something and risk your whole life, because it probably is going to go a little bit higher. But I say it's for me, I would have sold it last month and at the end of this month, and I'd walk away from that trade. And if it went up, I would never sell it. I'm sorry, if it went down, I wouldn't sell it. Like I'd put a sell in this month and a sell in at the end of this month. We just started this month. So it's already 2 days in, and it's already like it's ridiculous. That's going to be a wicked pullback. Probably pull back all the way to the breakout point, the 3-year breakout, at least, right? That's obvious. Coming back to here. Anyways, that's my my big giant macro predictions.